Team, what's happening? Happy Tuesday, coming at you. Miss you guys. I feel like I haven't done a video since last week, and surprisingly, these videos have given me a chance to connect with the community on a level that I didn't think was gonna happen. So appreciate everyone who has reached out, giving me feedback on them. I will continue to do my best to deliver value. Today, I wanna get you guys warm, all right? First thing we're gonna do is a burpee with an opposite knee, opposite elbow mountain climber. So we're going to, not a full burpee, but just drop down, hands on the ground, and then touch, jump back up at the top, okay? Cycle through like 10, 15 of those, like really get the heart rate moving, all right? Heart rate's up. Now I wanna put a little emphasis on the hips. So you'll fold down into pigeon pose, okay? Drop down here. Maybe hold the top for a little bit, keeping that chest up, walk the hands out, really try to open up through the hips, especially from yesterday. If you did the support your local box workout 3, all the step ups and thrusters, today we'll be dropping down into those burpees, okay? Next thing I want you to focus on is that hinge movement, okay? So we're here in a straddle position, reaching down to the ground, just straight down to start, and then kind of work some twists, opposite hand, opposite foot, coming back to center, opposite hand, opposite foot, coming back to center, reset. Start with pigeon, come back to hinge over, opposite hand, opposite foot, right? When you're finished with that, you've done your 2 cycles, and then your sprawls with your touches. Heart rate should be good, blood flow should be going. Now we'll start to get some weight out. If you have a lighter weight, then let's start with that. These are from the hang today, but I want you to take that dumbbell deadlift right to the middle with one hand. So you'll reach down, a little bit more of a squat position. I'm bending those knees a little bit, right in the middle, and then stand. Let's get 5 per side. From there, we'll get a high pull. So we're gonna hinge, keeping that back in a good position, chest up tall. Stand, hips carry the movement, so this would be wrong. This is me just pulling with my arm. No hip movement here. Here's the hips, and then the arm. You see a little bit of a delay there. Focus on that. Let's get 10 per side. All right, and then getting some shoulder prep in there. Start with some push press. So dip, drive, and then go into that hang snatch. Hinge, snap, hinge, snap, okay? You get nice and warm, getting a couple reps on each side, won't wear you out for the workout. Maybe I'll prep for the strength piece too. Coming at you. Strength work today. It's gonna be a good one. You got 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. I varied that a little bit today because I feel like that'll let you judge on what you should do depending on what weight you have available to you, all right? So we're starting with a glute bridge floor press. You get to work your glutes and your chest at the same time. Amazing is that, all right? So we're down in a glute bridge. You're on 2 feet, laying down on your back, and then you're pressing up through the hips. We want to stay nice and flat here and stable, not arching up as far as we can, kind of getting too much through those hips. Nice and stable, squeeze through the glutes. Then you're gonna have your dumbbell off to your side on one hand, press, back down, press, down, press. We've done some floor press in right? Or just a regular floor press. If you have heavier weight available, then try to hit floor press, okay? It's a shorter range of motion, all right, down to just about 90 and then back up. You should be able to do a little bit more weight than you would with a traditional dumbbell bench press. So, down here with the weight, first I get that set up, and then I drive into that solid glute position. I like to take my opposite hand, set it down on the mat for some stability, and then I press up, back down, press up, back down. Digging into the mat with those heels and trying to hold on to that good position, all right? You're gonna go 8 to 12 on one side and then switch. Then we got our single arm bent over row. If you have a box or a bench that you can set up on, that's awesome. If not, again, this should be a heavier weight. I'm demoing here with a 70, but maybe I'd use like 100. Just kidding, I'll probably use a 50. That's kind of the heaviest weight that I have available in the gym. I'm gonna hinge over, and then I'm gonna kick that leg back that the dumbbell's in, and I'm gonna sweep that dumbbell right into my hip. So avoid any kind of like upward shoulder pinch movement there. Set the back, use the hand for support, and then pull, 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 okay? That's your strength work for today. If you're doing it correctly as intended, then it should take, anywhere from 8 minutes to, 8 to 12 maybe on the long end. But that's with you hitting a side, taking a break, hitting the next side. Shouldn't be trying to get through with speed. Challenge yourself with the loading if you have it available. All right? Then we jump into our workout. Our metabolic conditioning is the fancy name for it. Good one today. We have dumbbell hang snatch. Went over that in our warm-up piece. Burpees, rest a minute. So we're going aggressive today, aggressive. All right? So for the dumbbell hang snatch, you're gonna go 16 reps. We're gonna try to alternate as we come through. So on dumbbells right in the middle of my body, I'll work that nice hinge. You can bring the dumbbell where your palm is facing you and then bring it into your hip and press up, or you can bring the dumbbell perpendicular, palm facing out, and then drive up. Palm facing out sometimes lets that dumbbell get away from you a little bit, kind of like this, where if I'm pressing out in this position, where I want to keep it really close to my body, so think about that as you go through. And then the big piece today is going to be the transition. So you're here, easiest transition and most efficient is going to be shoulder and then pass off. Hinge, shoulder, pass off. A little bit faster if you bring it right down into that opposite hand. And kind of pass off right about at your head. Be careful with that, especially if you're inside, wood floors, a lot going on. Just work that safer transition where it's shoulder and then kind of a pass off into the hinge. Important piece I want to drive home is it's really effective to use that downward momentum to drive into that hinge. So it shouldn't be here where I come down, switch, and then reset, come down, switch, and then reset. As I'm coming down, I'm using, as the weight's driving me down in a safe position, that spring to kind of spring myself back up, okay? So you have 16 of those, 8 and 8, then it's 10 burpees, fast as you can. Chest down, jump back up, all right? Push your pace on those burpees. Chest all the way down, jump up at the top. Rest a minute, big breaths, grab that dumbbell again. 7 rounds. Enjoy, have fun, love you guys.